Linear games prove that bigger isn't always better. When the story is tight, the pacing is perfect, and every second is crafted for impact, you get experiences like these 17 masterpieces. Each one an unforgettable journey from start to finish. Hey everyone, I'm Patrick, and keep watching because I've got 17 of the very best linear titles you can play. Let's kick things off with a hidden gem, Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, an unforgettable emotional journey. Developed by Ninja Theory, this game is as much an experience about Senua's mental struggle as it is a test of your own limits. Senua, a Celtic warrior, must battle not just terrifying enemies, but the deeply personal and haunting voices in her head. The depiction of mental illness in this game is raw, visceral, and incredibly immersive. From the puzzles that reflect her internal battles to the intense combat sequences, Hellblade offers something truly unique. And let me tell you, once you step into Senua's dark world, you'll be blown away by its stunning visual design. The game is criminally underplayed and one you should definitely check out.
Everyone, but not me. Fight now!
This time, it can be.
When people talk about linear games done right, Resident Evil 4 is usually the first to come up, and for good reason. It's a masterclass in pacing, atmosphere, and pure unrelenting tension. You start as Leon S. Kennedy, sent to rescue the president's daughter in a creepy European village, and what unfolds is a perfect roller coaster of dread and action. What makes it so brilliant is how it always keeps you on your toes. One minute you're fending off hordes of villagers, the next you're solving puzzles in eerie silence, waiting for something to lunge at you. The updated visuals in the remake? Sublime. Resident Evil 4 isn't just a survival horror game, it's a timeless thrill ride that gets everything right. Alright, now we're talking. Alien Isolation. This is a game that truly captures the essence of Ridley Scott's original film. Developed by Creative Assembly, the survival horror masterpiece throws you into the Nostromo's darkest corridors, where danger lurks in every shadow. You play as Amanda Ripley, Ellen Ripley's daughter, on a quest to uncover the truth behind her mother's disappearance. The tension is palpable. Every flicker of light, every creaking floorboard heightens your fear. The xenomorph itself is relentless and terrifying, making every moment spent hiding feel like life or death. If you love tense, spine-chilling horror, this game will absolutely deliver.
Come, Hugo, I'm right behind you.
Glad did I live.
A Plague Tale: Requiem is a haunting, emotional tale set in France during the Black Death. Developed by Asobo Studio, this game follows Amicia and her brother Hugo as they navigate through the horrors of a collapsing world. The game improves on its prequel, A Plague Tale: Innocence, and the environments are beautifully detailed yet filled with darkness. The rats move like a living entity. Every moment forces you to make decisions, both for survival and for family. It's a game that blends powerful storytelling with tense stealth mechanics, leaving you emotionally invested in the fate of these siblings. It's a journey you won't soon forget.
Hey!
What's going on?
How many of you are there?
Wait!
Hey, Isaac. Coming?
Horror is always at its best when it's set in space. And Dead Space is the game that made space absolutely terrifying. The remastered version takes it to a whole new level. Developed by EA Motive, this survival horror has a fantastic linear story that'll keep you entertained from start to finish. You play as Isaac Clarke, an engineer set to investigate a mining ship overrun by grotesque alien creatures called necromorphs. The atmosphere is dense, the tension oppressive, and every corridor you creep through is alive with tension. The monsters and level design in Dead Space is excellent, and the game is paced extremely well. This is definitely a linear title you should check out.
Still a way out for us.
They thought I'd never find this place.
Control is a game that plays with your mind in the most exhilarating way. Developed by Remedy Entertainment, this title is set in the mysterious and ever-shifting Bureau of Control, where reality bends and supernatural forces are at play. You play as Jessie Faden, a woman searching for her brother, only to find herself caught in a world where everything feels fluid. Buildings twist, enemies appear out of nowhere, and puzzles challenge your perception. The visuals are trippy, the sound design haunting, and the story draws you in with its complex layers. It's a game that rewards curiosity and keeps you on edge at every turn. Control is praised for its innovative mechanics and game design, but it doesn't always get as much attention as perhaps it should.
Lastimosa.
Anderson?
You son of a bitch.
There's linear storytelling, and then there's Titanfall 2, which manages to pack more heart, creativity, and jaw-dropping moments into its short runtime than most games achieve in triple the length. The bond between you and BT, your Titan, gives this game its emotional core. It's one of those rare relationships in gaming that feels genuine, even if your co-pilot is a massive robot. Titanfall 2 is one of those games I almost missed, and I'm so glad I didn't. I picked it up on a whim during a sale, thinking it would be a fun little shooter to mess around with. What I got instead was one of the best gaming experiences of my life. From the moment I met BT, my Titan buddy, I was hooked. There's just something about the way he says, "Trust me," that makes you feel like you're in good hands. But it's the level design that cements this one as legendary. Effect and cause is straight up genius, letting you hop between timelines in a way that feels both mind-bending and seamless. And the movement, sliding, wall running, and chaining it all together feels so natural that once you're in the flow, you'll never want to touch the ground again. Titanfall 2 is a reminder that linear games don't have to be predictable. They can be inventive, emotional, and straight up unforgettable.
Primary weapon control and motion link reestablished.
Bloodborne is a linear masterpiece that showcases how restricting the player's freedom can heighten tension and amplify the stakes. Set in the gothic nightmare of Yharnam, the game's focused design ensures that every area is steeped in atmosphere and purpose. You're not aimlessly wandering, you're battling for survival, uncovering lore that's as rich as it is terrifying. The linear paths aren't just a means to an end, they're a gauntlet, filled with challenges that push your skills to the limit. Each shortcut you unlock and every boss you conquer feels like a well-earned victory. The focused design also keeps the pace relentless, forcing you to adapt and learn without any downtime. Bloodborne's brilliance lies in its ability to make you feel like every decision matters, a testament to how linear games can deliver unparalleled intensity and satisfaction.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir.
Developed by Square Enix, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade combines the nostalgia of the original with modern visuals, refined combat, and expanded storytelling. Whether you're revisiting Cloud's journey or experiencing it for the first time, the world of Midgar is filled with vibrant characters and unforgettable battles.
Hey, how the hell do we fight?
It's a game that perfectly balances old-school charm with modern gameplay innovation, one that's guaranteed to leave a lasting impact. The soundtrack alone is one of the best in gaming history, hands down. Next up, the game every Star Wars fan dreams of. Star Wars Jedi: Fallen Order. It's an immersive deep dive into a galaxy where the Force still lingers. Developed by Respawn Entertainment, this game takes place after Order 66, and you step into the boots of Cal Kestis, one of the last surviving Jedi Padawans, trying to evade the forces of darkness in a crumbling universe. The combat feels fluid and satisfying. Force powers are exciting to use, and the story feels authentically Star Wars. No fan service here, just a true continuation of the lore. Get ready for epic lightsaber battles, moral decisions, and moments that make you feel like you've truly stepped into the galaxy far, far away. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is a linear title that serves as the climactic finale to Lara Croft's origin story. Developed by Crystal Dynamics, this game combines deep puzzle solving with intense combat and exploration. The locations are breathtaking. Jungle temples, ancient ruins, and the danger feels constant as Lara faces off against powerful forces. The narrative is filled with intrigue, and the challenges Lara encounters will push her to the edge, whether you're solving ancient mysteries or fighting for survival. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is a worthy conclusion to Lara's transformation into the adventurer we know today. Is this the best in the Lara Croft series? Let us know down in the comments section.
off.
What was that?
Quiet.
God of War is a legendary series reborn, an emotional journey into Norse mythology. The game takes Kratos in a new direction, focusing on his relationship with his son Atreus. The combat feels visceral, the story is rich and deeply emotional, and every interaction between Kratos and Atreus feels weighty. It's a game that balances action and storytelling beautifully, blending ancient myth with real human emotion. The game's available on PlayStation and PC, so check it out if you haven't already. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is one of the most difficult linear games of all time, and demands perfection in every move. Developed by From Software, this title combines samurai action with challenging combat and deep exploration. You play as a shinobi named Sekiro, out for revenge in a world full of peril. The combat is methodical, every move you make feels impactful, and the encounters are brutally difficult. But master this game, and you'll feel like a true warrior. Sekiro is a game that tests your limits, and rewards those who are willing to embrace its challenge. The next game on the list is The Last of Us Part 1, another linear title that is more than just a game. It's an emotional blockbuster that tugs at your heartstrings. Developed by Naughty Dog, this title explores the intimate relationship between Joel and Ellie as they navigate a post-apocalyptic America ravaged by a fungal infection. The storytelling is deeply immersive, the characters feel real, and the survival mechanics force you to question your moral compass. The game doesn't hold back on the gruesome reality of a zombie apocalypse, and every moment you spend with Joel and Ellie is heavy with emotion. Their journey is one of the most memorable you'll experience in gaming. Now for a game well ahead of its time. Literally, the future never felt so real when Detroit Become Human dropped. This groundbreaking game from Quantic Dream blends deep storytelling with interactive choice. You play as 3 different androids, each with their own storylines and moral dilemmas. The game doesn't just ask you to play, it asks you to think deeply about humanity, freedom, and what it truly means to be sentient. Every decision you make has ripple effects, shaping the world around you. The storytelling is compelling, the voice acting is top-notch, and the issues it tackles, they'll make you question everything.
You lied to me, Connor.
You was.
If you ever wanted to feel like an unstoppable force of nature, Doom Eternal is the game for you. This isn't just about shooting demons, it's about speed, rhythm, and pure chaos. The game's combat flow feels almost musical, with every shotgun blast, chainsaw slice, and glory kill fitting together like a symphony of destruction. What makes it special though is how it constantly pushes you to get better. Running out of ammo? Chainsaw a demon. Low on health? Rip and tear until the game literally hands you what you need. The level design is tight, focused, and constantly throwing new challenges at you, but it never feels overwhelming. It's hard to call Doom Eternal relaxing, but there's something oddly meditative about being in the zone, executing everything perfectly. It's a masterclass in controlled chaos, and I love every second of it.
Opening the portal now.
Next up, we have BioShock. The game is a masterclass in how linear titles can elevate storytelling. Set in the underwater city of Rapture, it delivers one of gaming's most compelling narratives, combined with tight gameplay and jaw-dropping world building. The linear design ensures you're constantly discovering new horrors, unraveling the city's tragic fall, and soaking in every morsel of its haunting atmosphere. Every corridor and room feels intentionally crafted, guiding you through a story laced with twists, moral quandaries, and unforgettable moments. Its structure also allows for perfect pacing, escalating from eerie exploration to chaotic action as you uncover the game's shocking secrets. It proves that when a game controls the journey, it can deliver a more focused, emotionally impactful experience than an open-world game ever could.
Maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning.
As an added bonus, we've got Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Imagine a game where every level feels like its own classic adventure movie. Picture this, you're sneaking through ancient temples, dodging traps, and solving puzzles while John Williams' iconic score swells in the background. There's no open world fluff here, it's just pure, distilled adventure from start to finish. It's interesting to see how much freedom a tightly scripted indie game can have to deliver unforgettable set pieces in the Great Circle. From hanging off cliffs to epic fistfights and exotic locations, every scene is fine-tuned for maximum excitement. A proper Indiana Jones game doesn't have sprawling maps or unnecessary side quests. It thrives on thrilling linear escapades that leave you grinning ear to ear.
Trust me, it ain't a walk in the park.
Okay then.
Guys, remember to subscribe and check out the next video. 28 perfect 10 out of 10 games. Now remember, nothing's truly perfect, but they're ones to watch nonetheless. See you in the next one.